So we have round 4 of Link It with the plushie crew. And I dealt this one again back to me. So that means Red started first. He drew the Garden of Gethsemane, or however you say that. Okay, obviously, folks, I'm playing with one of the prototype decks. There were some typos on it. But if you choose to order a deck, I promise you these typos will not be in it. So he went with Moses and Abraham probably saw a rainbow at some point in their life. Okay, now that's kind of a stretch, but it's totally plausible. So we're going to go with it. And then he discarded goodness. So that brings us to Polly. What do you have over there, Polly? What's that smile about, man? So, Polly, good job. He drew goodness and then just discarded it again when he was done. But he went with the Israelites showed obedience and humility in entering the land of Canaan. And when they blew the ram's horn as instructed, the walls of Jericho came falling down. And then he added Jacob to the people that probably saw a rainbow at one point in their life, which totally works, folks. Once you have played your own chain, if you have a card that you can add to someone else's and it matches up with the story that they told when they put their cards down, you can totally do that. So since Jacob probably also saw a rainbow, it can be added. So that just leaves Polly with one card. Nice job, Polly. Okay, LB, what do you have over there? So once again, LB picked up everything in the discard pile. And she played the chain. Jordan River, Mount of Olives, and Bethlehem are all places that Jesus was at some point in his lifetime. Good job, LB. And she has 2 people. So she decided to add them to Red's chain because we're pretty sure Paul and Jeremiah also saw a rainbow at some point in their life. Where's your discard card? Okay, so she's going to get rid of Babylon. Nicely done, girl. My turn. Okay, so I drew Goshen, and I decided to go with the chain. Noah and Jonah were not disobedient to Jehovah. I have the person Adam, but, of course, he lived before the flood, so I can't add him to... I have the person Adam, but of course he lived before the flood, so I cannot add him to Red's chain over there. But I can add this death card to Polly's chain because after they blew the horn and the walls of Jericho came tumbling down, a lot of the people in the city died. So adding to a person's chain that way is also doable. So I'm going to discard Adam. And now we actually all got a chance to play and we keep going. And now it's on you again, Red. What are you going to do? Pull from the discard pile or draw? So Red drew the snake card. Yes, that's a crazy looking snake. I am not an artist, but you can tell it's a snake, so it gets the job done, right? Alrighty, so Red's going to add to LB's chain over here. He's going to add the Garden of Gethsemane. You see that? Yeah, you know what that is. As well as Jerusalem as also being places that Jesus went at some point. And since he has Jesus, he can also add Jesus because it all works with that chain. Totally doable, folks. And now he just has to choose what he's going to discard. So he's going to discard the snake. Okay, your turn, Polly. Well, that was fast. Polly drew the 10, and he has no idea what to do with it, so he just discarded it. Your turn, LB. LB drew John and decided to add him to the rainbow people. And now she needs to discard. What are you getting rid of? Abusive speech? Okay. So out it goes, and now it's on me. It's just kind of speeding up. I drew greed. I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just discarding it. Back to you, Red. And the pattern begins to emerge. Red drew mildness. He doesn't know what to do with it, so he just discarded it. On you, Polly. So Polly drew the lion. No idea what to do with it, so he discarded. So it's back. Oh, she's got that smile on her face again. What are you up to, LB? Yep. So she picked up most of the discard pile and played mildness, kindness, and goodness. And it's kind of obvious why those are connected. And then this over here, snakes and lions sometimes symbolize Satan the devil, who exercised greed in trying to get all the worship for himself and used abusive speech against Jehovah in calling him a liar. Nicely done, girl. Nicely done. And then, of course, she discarded the 10. Back to me. What to do, what to do. So I drew joy, and I decided to just add it to LB's chain. And then I got rid of my cow. Your turn, Red. Okay, and this one is finally over. Red only had one card, that knowledge card there, and he drew the Sea of Galilee. So he added it to places that Jesus had been at some point in his lifetime. And then he discarded his knowledge card. He is out of cards, and he finally wins one. Good job, Red.